Welcome to this video on downloading the Compass School Manager app to your phone. If you're using an iPhone, this is available in the App Store, or if you're using an Android, it can be found in the Google Play Store. So by clicking into the App Store, I can then search for Compass School Manager. And it is this one with the blue and white Compass logo. So if I choose to download that onto my phone, I can then log in, choose my school, and view information for my students. On this page, you will be asked if you would like to allow notifications. We recommend allowing these because your school might send out push notifications regarding your student. From here, you can search for your school name. So in my case, I am going to choose Coláiste Compass today. Please note that this is case sensitive. If there is a fada in the name of your child's school, you will need to insert that here as well. You will have received an email from your school, including credentials, so a username and password, and this is where you can then enter those. Once you've logged in, you will see the names of your student at the top of the screen. You may also see some action items here, depending what your school is using Compass for. So for example, I can see that booking for parent-teacher meetings are here. I can also see there's maybe an insight cycle requiring my action. And if my school is taking payments through Compass, I can pay for these by clicking here. On this page, I'll be able to see maybe event invitations that my child has been invited to, or outstanding payments that I may need to pay to the school. By clicking back, I can return to my homepage, and you can see below that there are a couple of favorite options there, and those will be different for everyone's account. You can choose what you would like to pin here. So for example, I could say I want to see the calendar, and I want to see events, and I can save those changes. Below that, the school newsfeed will appear, and this is where a school may communicate with the parents, staff, and students. So you'll see different news items appearing here. Some of these might include links or pictures. To view information for a specific student, you can click on their name and icon at the top of the screen. So today I'm going to click on Bridie, and I can see her dashboard. She has no classes scheduled today, but if she did, I would be able to see these here. If your school decides to share behaviour or extracurricular information with parents, you will see that under the Chronicle tab. If they choose to mark class tests, maybe upcoming CBAs, you will be able to see that under the tasks, and you can see their submission, their mark, and all of that kind of information. There is also an attendance tab where I may be able to see if there are any notes in for my student or if they have any unexplained absences. The last tab there is the reports tab, where at the end of term or in reporting season, you would see reports that had been uploaded for your student. Returning to my main menu by clicking the back button, I'm just going to quickly run through some of the icons you see along the bottom of the screen. So we have a calendar. As you can see, there's nothing scheduled for today, but if I were to skip back to a time during the school term, I might see their classes for that day. So for example, I can see the different classes that my 3 students are in on that day. I can also choose to look at it just for one particular student if that menu is too cluttered. You can see there are also different calendar options. So depending on your school, you might be involved in different activities in the school, like the Parents' Council. You might see those things appear on your calendar as well. The shortcuts button at the bottom will allow you to submit attendance notes. So if your student were to be off school, you could choose which student it is, the reason, and enter some details. From here, you can also put in a start and end date. So if it is a single day absence, it will say that. But if you know that maybe it's a holiday or a trip away and you know the student is going to be gone for the next week, you can put the dates in to reflect that. You can also upload any attachments. If it's a doctor's note, a sick cert, anything like that, you could add those here as well. On the right-hand side of the screen, you have your notifications. So you can see here any notifications the school might have sent out for you. So I can see that my students were unaccounted for on a particular day. I can see a news item about the TY musical, 6th year graduation, etc. were all sent out by the school. The final option at the bottom of the screen is the More menu. Depending on the modules your school uses, you might see different things here, but this is just a quick handy menu to get to different areas. So maybe if your school has uploaded policy documents, you might find them under School Documents. If your school is hosting events that your students are invited to, they would appear under Events. And if your school was sending out insight surveys, these would be found under insights. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.